Everyone, I am Jiten Singh. Today we are going to discuss class 9th chapter 2 and part 2 Bismillah Khan. Earlier we just discussed the Evelyn Glennie, and now this is we are going to discuss the chapter Bismillah Khan, and in this chapter we are going to just study a new instrument Sehnai. So let's discuss about that chapter. Earlier there was the existence of Pungi. So Sehnai is the improved form of Pungi, and Pungi is a musical instrument, and it was banned by Emperor Aurangzeb due to its unpleasant sound, and a barber who decided to improve the tonal quality of that Pungi, so he selected a pipe and he just made 7 holes on its body. When it played, it produced a soft and melodious song. Now it needed a name, so since it was first played in Shah's chamber, and after that it was played by a nai, so the instrument name was Shah, chamber of Shah, and after that played by nai means barber, Shehnai. This is called a Shehnai, and the sound of that Shehnai was is very auspicious, and so that it is played in temple and at wedding in North India, and after that the credit for bringing this Sehnai onto the classical stage goes to Bismillah Khan Sahab. Let's discuss about that the early life of the Bismillah Khan Sahab. Bismillah Khan Sahab was born on 21st March 1916 in a well-known family of musicians. His family lived in Bihar. Rasul Baksh Khan was his grandfather, and he was a Shahnawaz in Bhojpur King's court, and his father Paigambar Baksh was also a great Sehnai player. And when Bismillah Khan Sahab was 5-year-old, he used to play gilli danda near the pond of Dumrao, and he often visited the Bihariji temple to sing a song Bhojpuri Chaita. Chaita means this is the month of Chait, Hindu calendar month Chait Baisakh, and that's why called this Bhojpuri Chaita. And in the end of that song, the local Maharaj of that particular area, he used to give a big laddu, and the weight of that laddu was a 1.25 kg as a reward. Now Ali Baksh. Ali Baksh was his maternal uncle. Maternal uncle means mama, who lived in a Benares. When Bismillah Khan Sahab went there with his mother, he watched his maternal uncle Ali Baksh when he practiced Sehnai. He was extremely fascinated to see that, and Ali Baksh was as employed in Vishnu temple in Benares, and Bismillah Khan Sahab started learning Sehnai from his uncle Ali Baksh, and later he used to play Sehnai throughout the day. Means the whole day he just played Sehnai, and the temple of Balaji and Mangalamaya and the bank of Ganga were favorite places for the young beginner. When Bismillah Khan Sahab was 14-year-old, he went to Allahabad music conference, where Ustad Fayaz Khan appreciated him, and he said that you need work hard and you will create a history. And after that, in 1938, he was selected for All India Radio in Lucknow, and it became a big break for Bismillah Khan Sahab, and he began Sahnai player on radio. And after that, his first trip in foreign abroad in Afghanistan. The king of Afghanistan was deeply impressed by his Sahnai, and he gave him priceless Persian carpet. And in Bismillah Khan Sahab was first Indian who greeted the nation with Sahnai on 15 August 1947 from the Red Fort, where like people Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru was present there. And he earned a lot of name and fame after that. And we talk about that film director Vijay Bhatt. He was also greatly impressed by his Sahnai. He named his film Goonj Uthi Sahnai after the instrument, and the film Goonj Uthi Sahnai was super hit. And the song of that Goonj Uthi Sahnai, Dil Ka Khilauna Hai Toot Gaya, become record breaker. And after that, he soon realized that the film world was glamorous and artificial, because there he has to work according to that a music director, but he wants freedom there because he wanted to create his own ragas. So that's why he just left the film world permanently, for good, for always. And after that, Bismillah Khan Sahab was the first Indian who was to be invited to participate at the prestigious Lincoln Central Hall in USA, in America. And he was also participated in World Exposition in Montreal and Osaka Trade Fair. And after that, he received Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and finally in the year 2001, he was awarded Bharat Ratna. And he said there that teach your children music. This is the Hindustan's best tradition. And Ustad Bismillah Khan traveled all over the world. And once a student of his, he wanted to Ustad Bismillah Khan to become a head of his Sahnai school, and he promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by creating the temple of there. But Bismillah Khan Sahab asked him, would you able to transport the river Ganga? So this is the main reason why he did not stay at abroad, why he always loved his country Hindustan. This is the main reason. And also he said that whenever he is in a foreign abroad, he thinks of Hindustan. While in Mumbai, he thinks of only Banaras and the river Ganga, and while in Banaras, he just misses the unique matha of Dumra. And this is the chapter of Bismillah Khan. This is all his achievements, and this is the end of that second chapter. And I have already given you this 10 short type and 4 long type questions, and these questions are very important. So just prepare at your home, and we will meet you again next video with the third chapter, the little girl. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Bye bye.